I'm Camilla, and I want to talk to you guys about why I decided to get into the insurance business. So, about 14 years ago, my mom passed away suddenly. It was pretty quick to us, and it was a devastating experience for our family to go to because she was our go to person. But we had to pick up our lives and figure out what to do as far as her business and her personal things, her home, her car, just her whole life. So if anyone's gone through death, then you know what I mean, and you know how difficult it is, especially to lose a parent. Um, it was very difficult for me and my sister. We didn't know where to start. We didn't know where to start looking for things. Um, it was just a big disaster, and you're not really thinking clearly at the time that you're going through things anyway. So luckily, my sister and her husband had taken out a policy, a small policy on my mom. It was a burial policy through his job, and that kicked in pretty quickly. So we were able to get that taken care of, and that was one less thing that we had to worry about. But then we knew that after that we would have to start going through things and looking for stuff, whether it's policies or personal things or whatever. So death is just a devastating experience anyway. So we went through that about 14 years ago. And as I said before, that was very difficult for us to go through. And I know everybody goes through death and everybody handles it differently, but along with COVID and having to go through COVID and the world that we're in now and the world that we're living in, we've seen a lot of deaths. A lot of it is hit close to home. I recently had a personal friend, someone that was in my wedding that means a lot to me, she lost her mom and her sister. And that was devastating to me because to know that it was from COVID and it's something that the world is going through, and a lot of people think that it's a hoax, it's not real. I've heard a lot of different things being said about it, but I know it's real because I know several people who have passed from it. I know several people who have healed from it. And the ones that have healed are really blessed. I mean, not that the other ones aren't blessed, because to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord, and that gives us comfort as well. But, years ago I was searching for some opportunity or something that I could do. And this is like my whole life because I'm a helper and I love helping people. And so insurance came across my mind years ago, but kind of came and went. And so I prayed and just prayed about different things. And so anyway, whatever came to me, and I decided to go for it. It came to me in a couple of different avenues first, right? So I know there was God kind of working on me with different things and different people, but it wasn't the right time, or my mind wasn't in the right frame set at that time. But after that, I think maybe, I don't know, a month or so went by, and anyway, something else came up, and I decided to go ahead and go for this because I'm like, okay, this has been in my face for several years now, and something must be there, right? I like to help people. I like to see people helped. I like to still make people feel better. If I can, I am just that person. So anyway, I studied for my test, and I studied and I studied and I studied. It was difficult. The test was very difficult. It was a long test. I think it was like 150 minutes or something like that. I don't know. Lots of questions. But anyway, so took the test um, like the weekend after Thanksgiving, and I passed. So here I am today, really excited about passing, and I am licensed right now in Texas, and I am going to be licensed in a few other states later on, but right now I'm going to just deal with Texas, and then I'm going to move to California, Louisiana. I'm going to do different states like that, so I can help people all over the United States. That's my goal. So I said all that to say we're going to live a life here on earth, and then we're going to pass away, right? So when we pass away, like, accidents happen. We never know what's going to happen. I've recently seen friends and heard friends who've lost their children to accidents, with his parents, whatever. And these people, sometimes, I don't know, a lot of times we're not prepared, because I see a lot of people, they have GoFundMe's, and sometimes it's just to help the family. But if you have an insurance policy, you'll not have to worry about doing a GoFundMe. It's really nice when people do it for you, but you're not going to have to do it, because if you have like $100,000 policy, your family or whoever's left behind is going to be taken care of. And so death is not about old people. There's a lot of young people dying as well. And these people need to leave something behind, whether it's just for them to be buried, or for their family members to have a better life, to help pick up where they're not there anymore, because death can be that devastating. So that's why I decided to get into the insurance business, because I want to help people to realize that they do need a death policy. Everybody needs a death policy. You can have a death policy as young as 15 years old, 18 years old. You need to have some kind of term life policy. You can also have a whole life policy, which will earn you money. There's so many avenues to it, but I just want to say that death is inevitable. We don't like to talk about death, because I definitely don't like to talk about death, but it's going to happen. And I want you to be prepared, and I want you to trust me, because most of you guys know me already, but I want you to trust me so that I can help you and your family can be more secure, and you won't have that problem like most people have when someone dies suddenly or unexpectedly. You're not trying to worry about it the last minute. So give me a call, guys. I care, and I want to help everyone that I can help, to make your lives a little bit easier so that you can be prepared for the inevitable. Bye.